Parshas Vayishlach, Daf Chavdalad Amud Aleph on the bottom of the page. Vayishlach Yaakov Malochim Lefanav V'Leisav Achiv. And Yaakov sent messengers to his brother, in front of him, to Esav his brother. It's known that the level of Yaakov, it's the level of Olam Atikun. In other words, over the world over there that things were purified, and he was bringing the godly revelation down to the lower worlds. And the Sheresh of Esav is from the level of Toyu, from a tremendous godly light. As we'll see in a moment exactly what is the two levels. And the lights of Toyu are much greater, and they were not able to be contained by the vessels. And what happens is that this tremendous godly light was not able to be contained in the vessel, so they were separate from the vessel, and there the concept of makifim, the surrounding light. So what happened was that the vessels were not able to contain the light, and therefore the vessel broke, and the light fell down to this world, and he fell into a very low level. Therefore, because this tremendous godly light was not contained in the vessel, it fell down to a situation that in this physical world, Esav was a Rasha. But from his source, it was a tremendous godly light. And this godly light is even greater light than the level of Tikkun, as we'll explain in a moment. And also as explained in Parshas Toldos and Pasuk Rerach B'ni. And Yaakov thought that Esav was already purified, and therefore, and he was able to return back to his source, which is a tremendous godly light that was there, the level of Torah before Tikkun, and therefore he sent messengers in front of him. In other words, what do you mean in front of him? In front of his level. In other words, to the level which is higher than him. To the level of Esav, which is the level of Esav the way it is in the godly light, tremendous godly light. In order to bring that godly light of a Makifim down to this world, into the Eira Pnimi, and that the Eira Makiv should come and shine the Pnimi, and will become together as one. And therefore he commanded and said, told his messengers, so you should say to my master Esav, Imlovan Gati Vayili Shur V'Chamer. In other words, I finished the purification. My purification that needs to be done from the size of the vessel, level in Atzilus was complete. All the level of Atzilus is complete. There's level of Sher, V'Chamer, Tzein, Ve'ev, the Shivcha. All the levels were purified. And I was able to purify them to the level of Shema. And that's the concept of Vayirli. They became to me. In other words, I was able to purify those levels, and now those levels are mine, so to say. And why is that possible? Because im love and gati. In other words, I was able to reach the level of love and elyon, the tremendous concept of the tremendous kindness, from the concept of the simplicity of the light. From that level, I was able to mamshich bring down. That was the main source that Yaakov was able to bring down to Elam Atzilus, to purify and to fix. And since he finished the job, and he finished his part of the work, now we can come, we should be able to have the light of Makifim can come down and dwell on it. Because if he was not complete, then the level of Makif cannot come to this world. In other words, blessing can only come in a place which is complete, not an empty place. But now that I finished completely, so now my place is a complete place. I'm ready to accept that light which is above. And therefore I'm send to my master to find kindness in your eye. In other words, that you should bring me from the level of Makif and the level that you are. And this is the concept of kindness in Yor, and he calls him a master, because the level of Esav in his source is very level. Because now that they turn darkness into light, and now it's complete peace, now appropriate to get the bracha from the level of Makiv.